All right, what's up, guys? This is 301 Podcast. I'm Bryce Davis. That's Garrett Campbell.
What's up?
And that's Clayton McCorder.
Hey, what's up?
And we are here to do a maybe a little bit late.
We're definitely fucking late.
Definitely
Yes.
late. Just chock full of spoilers edition of Marvel's finale, good old Endgame. Which, right off the bat, I could say that we pretty much all love. It was pretty
Yes.
much rock solid.
I was a big fan of it.
All right, so I guess let's kind of just take it the way we've taken the movies before. Let's kind of start with the weird-ass opening.
Yeah.
About how it's like the only movie I've seen.
Where it starts right the fuck in.
Yeah, like there's no segue, no sign or anything between
there's no like classic Marvel pre-credits, or not pre-credits, but
It's like the comic
pre-intro.
book rule.
It's the comic book sort of intro.
Yeah,
thing.
and it doesn't do that until after that scene.
Yeah,
And so
it's super jarring.
It 100% felt like you were watching a trailer for a Hawkeye movie.
That's what I thought it
all you
was
saw
when I first saw it.
That's what I leaned over and said to Clay. And I mean, honestly, I would have, at the start of the movie, you telling me a solo Hawkeye movie, I thought it would have sucked. But seeing the fucking crazy shit that came with Hawkeye later,
Yes,
that would have been fucking
That would have been great.
dopest of dope. And then, so directly after that, we get the immediate response to the end of Infinity War.
Yes.
We get them trying to figure out where Thanos is and what he's doing and all that shit, and they're searching the universe for him and shit. And they go and find him, and that, if I'll be damned if that scene is not fucking hilarious. Watching Blue Shrek fucking walk around his swamp.
It's purple.
Oh, excuse me, I'm colorblind. Yeah, be sensitive, dude. That was honestly,
It's a hot button issue.
honestly, very troubling of you to say. So
I'll say it again. He's purple. He's colorblind.
Have we hit our first problematic saying?
Problematic, brother.
It's not my fault. Your eyes are very stupid.
But anyway, I mean, for one, when they just get in there and start beating his ass,
Yeah.
that's dope, especially since they have Captain Marvel, so you know he can't win the fight. Fuck no, she's a nuclear bomb flying around. And then Thor just fucks him up. Doesn't give a fuck about nothing.
Just fucking cuts his arm and then decapitates his ass. I know it's not intended as a jump scare. That made me jump whenever the musical cue came in.
I mean, that was definitely jarring, for sure.
Yeah.
I did not expect... I mean, I read the comics and shit. I knew how the movie ends.
Yeah.
But I definitely would not have expected the death of Thanos right off the bat.
No, I was like, what the fuck?
And don't get me wrong, that scene was cool, and like the pieces of the Avengers coming together to do that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But god damn it, if this 3.5 hour movie didn't have a very unnecessary period.
The first 45 minutes.
And yeah, as soon as Thanos dies for the first time, and then we get the 5 years later credit, and the credits come, that's all fine, whatever. And then we get just such fucking stupidly unnecessary exposition. Like, we literally had to see fucking... He was panning over the city, showing what happened to the city. There's garbage bags everywhere. There's no garbage people because half of everyone died. But Captain America as like a fucking depression grief counselor or some shit. That was so dumb. Such like ham-fisted fucking exposition. Like, that scene was... That looked like a deleted scene. Like, that did not need to fucking be there. That didn't push anything along. Was not any... Of all the characters in this movie... Iron Man, fucking Thor, and Captain America definitely in no fucking way in hell need any additional exposition or explanation of their character. Like, you know the torment Iron Man and Cap are going through. Like, there's absolutely no way.
Yeah. No, I mean, I liked the... I liked the fact that it showed him in a leadership position still. Captain America, since that's sort of like his shtick. He's always been like the lawful good kind of guy. I mean, I definitely thought it was a little overdone, but
Yeah.
I did like the scene.
A little deliberate, like...
Yeah.
Like, I just hate when you have a scene like that, like, what he was saying, he could have been saying to anyone.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't really have any meaning. It was more of him explaining his feelings at that time.
Yeah, they could have put it in with him speaking to the other Avengers.
With him talking to
anyone.
Black Widow 2 fucking minutes later.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, you're saying it like, shows him in a position of leadership or of power or whatever, but then it cuts to Black Widow leading the search for
as
the
new leader.
stones or whatever. And, it's just super weird. Like, I don't know. I just think that 40 minutes, like, that period leading up to Ant-Man randomly appearing in that fucking van. And,
Which is fucking wonderful. I love Paul Rudd.
yeah,
He's great.
I remember seeing Ant-Man, like the original Ant-Man. And when I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, I was it was hit or miss. Like, I didn't really care for it.
Yeah.
But Paul Rudd definitely brought so much comedy that I didn't think the movie really needed.
But it definitely benefited from it.
Oh, yes. When they're doing the first time travel tests, and he's like, somebody pissed my pants. I don't know if it was me. He's like, it was either old me, young me, or
Me.
or it could have been me.
me. Yep. Yeah, I've always been a fan of him. And
Yeah, I liked Ant-Man.
how he plays Ant-Man. I think he does a good job of it.
Oh, and can we talk about the super missed scene of why didn't we see Black Widow and the Hulk fuck? Come on, bro.
They were giving each other fuck eyes the whole time.
Especially when you have Oscar Isaac's voice coming out of the real Hulk wearing a sweater vest. Hulk in a sweater vest. Where the fuck do you buy a Hulk-sized sweater vest? He's like the size of 10 fucking...
Men's Warehouse.
Where do you get big old bitch size like that?
The big and tall, bro.
Go and order a Thanos inside of the fucking big and tall store.
Can I get a 14 XL sweater vest, please?
And then, so from there, everybody comes together. We finally get the solution with Paul Rudd figuring out the like time travel fucking inner space bullshit. And the only thing I like really clearly remember from that scene is fucking the horrendous CGI when he time travels in the fucking back of the van. Like, the back of the van literally just looks like a TV playing like a while you're on acid watch this compilation on YouTube. Like, it was just like the only thing I noticed in that scene. And then, but we did, I mean, that progressed into like one of the cooler things that, I mean, me, even as somebody who's read the Infinity War comics and stuff, like I mean, the time travel way of going about it, I mean, there's a couple ways the Infinity War resolves.
Yeah.
But I definitely didn't expect the fucking kooky ass time travel shit, which I mean was really cool.
I didn't see it coming. I thought they did it really well.
Oh yeah, and I definitely didn't expect I mean I guess that's not what I'm trying to say. I definitely was taken aback by their explanation of how they're gonna go about it.
Yeah.
Because like the weird my universe, like me changing my universe cannot affect the previous of my own universe because my universe led me to here, so I can't change what led me to here.
Yeah, I thought that was really well done. I liked how they actually had a
They made their own fucking rules for time travel.
Exactly.
They even went out of their way to make fun of Back to the Future and all that shit.
Yeah, they had their own rules for it. They had their own way that makes sense in the Marvel universe for
which is great.
Happen.
Unlike Game of Thrones, where they make their own rules and they break their own rules. They actually, Marvel made their own rules for time traveling, then they followed their own. Yeah.
Okay, but so a big one to kind of skip all the way to the end, just because this is a talking point that kind of needs to come here with the time travel conversation. So Cap ends up finally getting to live the life with the girl that he wanted, right?
Hey.
So in his lineage, in his reality, he goes at the age that he is, at that like 40 years old, goes back to when she's 40. Right, and then lives that. So, by that logic, in that universe, there is still the sleeping Cap. Yes, because he goes when he's frozen. Okay. So, did he have to kill Cap? what like
Interesting.
because Cap would have still a couple years later or that year or whatever
Woken up.
would have emerged.
Yeah, he would have emerged in 2011.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, I guess that would have been all those years later.
Yeah,
So
because he emerges. I don't remember when.
so
canonically,
that
but
yes.
yeah.
So logically, then old Cap would have had to either leave him frozen or murk about to emerge Cap.
I bet because thinking back, the way that Cap comes back into the modern world is there's an expedition out to wherever the bomber crashed. Then they bring him back because the group finds him. So I bet he just told that group to fuck off and not
Or
go.
went there first or something.
went there first, yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty dark. That's like a definitely
very dark, yeah.
For him to live that life, he would have had to get rid of
Yeah.
that
reality.
that yeah that
yeah.
damn.
That's true.
That's what I was thinking when, like, as soon as I saw Captain America fist fighting with Captain America,
Yeah,
I just
that was a cool scene,
I was just
too.
like looking at like how fucked up that would fuck up that lineage, like that time, that
You know what?
universe as Captain America.
Yeah.
What happened to Loki? Loki got the Infinity Stone and just fucking disappeared.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's true. What happened in that universe? How did they get that one back?
Whoa.
Loki disappeared. And
Whoa.
never got brought up again, ever.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, but they have them.
But Infinity War.
No.
Infinity,
Okay. They
Infinity War. Thanos kills Loki. So what happens to?
so I forget. Remember when they go back to the military installment in the 70s?
Yeah.
Tony gets the Tesseract there. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Loki never got that in the.
Yes, yeah. So
yeah.
so that's a
Oh
different,
yeah, because
that's
they even say that in the movie. They have to go further back because Loki
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I totally drew a blank.
His
What
don't
the
gas.
fuck? That's
Those
a huge
actions
plot
is
hole.
fucking with my brain.
Yeah,
I'm-
drunken trip to Applebee's was well worth it. Pair of Jacks, rock and rolls.
I'm attempting. They wouldn't accept my temporary ID, so I'm attempting to drink a Sol Cerveza, and it is very hard to do.
Let it be known, everyone listening, that Garrett has recently turned 21
May 6th.
and has drank a decent amount of shots today, but is currently drinking his first whole beer.
and
Which
it's
we have to
very
finish
gross.
before the end of the podcast.
Oh, I'll finish it. I won't be happy about it, but I'll finish it.
You gotta.
I'm halfway done and you're not even.
I've barely passed the neck. It hurts.
So, just kind of skip around because we don't need to do a fucking synopsis
Yeah,
of this
no.
movie. Just kind of jump.
If you're listening to this, you've already seen it, or you know the story.
Or you
well
don't
enough.
care.
Or
So-
you don't care.
I just love the idea of when Clint and Black Widow are going to get the Soul Stone,
Mm-hmm.
that they are fighting at the edge of the cliff for which one of them gets to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
mean,
a
it's-
wonderful scene.
It was a great scene.
it was awesome, cool.
Scarlett Johansson, very attractive. Also.
very attractive.
The issue is in that scene, it was well lit. It was good. It
What's
was
his name? Jeremy Renner? He's also pretty attractive.
Jeremy Renner with that fucking crazy
And the
mohawk
sleeve of
mullet.
tattoos.
For
fucking-
real.
Oh, yeah, the
does it.
whole
Fuck my wife, please.
bro.
It does it for me.
Bro,
for
when
sure.
he's out there murking those Yakuza,
That
dude,
was sick.
he's got my boy pussy wet, dude. That's all I'm saying.
He got me sopping. Yeah, that was a really cool sequence. I would have loved to see a standalone movie of those 5 years of Hawkeye, just what he does.
Yeah, see,
Killing all the gangs and shit.
them searching for Thanos years
Yeah.
would be very cool because it alluded to War Machine in fucking Mexico hunting the cartel.
Yes,
That's
that would've
dope
been
as
so
shit.
cool.
That's a cool ass R-rated fucking movie. That's cool as hell.
I want to hear Rhodey say motherfucker so
I
bad.
also hate the idea of there's a section of planets getting searched by Rocket Raccoon. Like,
Well, I mean, it makes sense because from
He's a badass.
Yeah.
it's just a dude with a gun. A little motherfucker with a gun.
he's not just a little motherfucker with a gun. He is a little motherfucker that is a genetic experiment with a gun. Thank you very much. That dictates that he has superpowers.
So he has fragile DNA.
Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, it is super, 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 super weird that Chris Pratt had almost nothing to do with this movie. He had like 4
Yeah,
lines.
especially if you're fucking up. Not Chris Pratt, but
He didn't have a
Star
chance to
Lord fucking up last movie.
He didn't even have a chance to like really redeem himself this movie at
Yeah.
all.
I think that's like super besides the point because I mean if you remember back to Captain America: Civil War. That's not an Avengers movie. That is Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is Avengers: Endgame, but it is really truly only about those who survived. Because
Yeah, that's true.
every person who, I mean, 100%, Chris Pratt, his character gets about as much on-screen time as Valkyrie, who's only
Yeah.
in the movie like for
She
that
has
final.
like 5 speaking scenes.
Yeah, for the
And
final
Black
battle.
Panther didn't have a lot either.
Yeah.
And he had that scene where he was running with the gauntlet. But
That's the perfect comparison. T'Challa had the exact same amount of screen time as Chris Pratt
He
because
didn't even do the thing.
they saw this reality's Valkyrie. Remember when they get off the boat? So
Yeah.
So she definitely had quite a bit more speaking, but
That's true.
But yeah, no, it's of course it doesn't focus on Star-Lord or Black Panther because they died. Like it is
Yes.
focused on those who survived, like the
Yeah.
chosen few who had to come together. Who, I mean, ironically enough, like
Save
a lot
the
of
day.
them are going to be who saves the day, and they didn't survive. Like
Yeah.
I mean, Cap chose his own death, and I mean.
also,
Tony-
shout out to Scarlet Witch being a total fucking badass.
Yeah, she was sick.
That is my favorite line in the movie. Of you took everything from me, and Josh Brolin's Thanos just says, "I don't even know who you are."
That was
That's
so
so sick.
But she was badass as fuck.
She was incredible.
If I got a whole Scarlet Witch just solo movie, that'd
Yeah.
be badass.
Yeah, maybe it would explain to me why she's not a Russian anymore. Oh,
Was she Russian in her first appearance?
yes, because her and Quicksilver both have a thick like Romanian accent, and then directly because that's an Age of Ultron,
I
and
never
then
saw Age of Ultron.
and then that has the coolest battle scene at the end, and that's what gives you the stakes for Civil War.
Okay.
But in Civil War, she's as soon like one movie later, she talks like an American.
Interesting.
But I mean, it is extra canonical. The explanation by the director that she was being trained as a sleeper agent by Natasha.
Okay.
So she would have trained her to hide her accent, but that would not explain why when they're on the compound she's not using her voice. Like she wouldn't just turn off her accent at all times. Especially if she learned a new accent, she wouldn't just speak in the new accent. She would speak normally when she was with like the crew, with like in her place of work,
Yeah.
without having to hide.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, and then, I mean, also, it's practice. If you just
Yeah.
talk like that all the time.
I mean, it's just
either way.
it's just extra stupid because it's
Yeah.
not acknowledged in any of the movies.
Yeah,
Right.
it was just an oversight that just,
Somebody just lost. Like
yeah,
I'm sure.
some dumb retcon.
I'm sure
quote, unquote,
if
fixed
we
it.
fucking watch the deleted scenes in Civil War, it's like an offhanded mention in
Yeah.
one of the deleted scenes,
Oh, where's your accent? I lost it, Cap.
or it's like
Something
like
stupid
her,
like
her
that.
paired with Black Widow talking about some shit. Like
Yeah,
that,
something
whatever.
like that. Some dumb thing that didn't even affect the plot anyway.
Like the other like it's not an ex machina. I guess it's a different kind. Like how Nebula and other Nebula somehow have like
The same.
the same mainframe when they're on the same planet. Like what?
Well, yeah. I mean, I can kind of get it since they're both like robotic constructs that are sort of biological still. I mean, the way I kind of understood it was like, you know how sometimes if you're listening to music like on headphones or something, if there's a really powerful radio wave, you'll pick it up for like a split second. That's kind of how I imagined it. Since her consciousness and then the other consciousness are so near each other that they kind of interfered with each other. It's kind of how I understood it.
But how could it pull her from the time-space jump? What fucking sense does that make?
Yeah.
That
Well,
was-
I think what happened there is she missed her window, since she couldn't jump back.
Oh,
in
I guess because she didn't put the suit on.
Yeah,
And the
'cause-
suit has the.
Yeah, because they had the synchronized exact time when they had to
have
do
like
it.
the
The
pin
clicker thing,
little
yeah.
clicker thing.
Yeah, the pin particles. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was thinking that too. I was like, wait, she missed it. Why doesn't she just do it? Then I realized, oh, she missed the window.
See, now we're getting to like what I really, really loved is so at the start you have fully okay, like fully at peace Thanos.
Yeah.
Right, and then I just love that the Thanos we see later is Thanos in the middle of his destruction, in the middle of his
still has all
his
his
tyrancy before he's even seen an Infinity Stone, when he's just slaughtering and searching. And I love that slaughter weapon, and when it shows him emerge, he just wipes blood off, and like he's just so ruthless. And even in the battle at the end, it's such a different Thanos fighting.
Oh yeah,
It's like not as much. But yeah, the like bloodlusted, truly evil, not looking for balance yet, Thanos has not like held power.
Yeah.
Because by the time you see him in Infinity War, he's had 3 stones for fucking forever.
Yeah.
And like has been searching and has just killed everybody on Asgard and all that shit. Like, you have him before he's lost either one of his daughters to like them abandoning her or whatever. That's a weird time frame to think of too. Like,
yeah, when did Gamora fucking
leave?
abandon him? Yeah.
It was the events of the first Guardians, because I don't remember in like specifics.
Oh no, that's right. Because in the first, because she joins like
she joins the Guardians.
Yeah, but
in the first movie,
did they mention Thanos in the first Guardians?
Yeah. It shows him sitting on the planet. He's on his like.
I thought that was the end of the first Avengers.
No, because what's I can't remember. What's
Thanos makes his first appearance in the end of Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Avengers comes way before Guardians.
Yeah.
But during Guardians, Ronan is
Ronan, yeah.
The guy with the hammer.
The Grand Executioner or something whatever.
The guy
Ronan.
who talks like this.
Yes! Yeah.
Yeah,
the guy with the fucking huge hammer.
Because he's trying to get the stone to hand it to.
Yeah, to get it over to.
Because the only people who can touch, like nobody else can touch it, and then for some reason Quill can touch it.
Yeah.
Because his dad is literally a whole ass planet.
He's a master thief.
Oh my god, that was so lame. When she takes the thing from, knocks out Quill, and she's all,
takes his knife thing.
What is that?
The tool of a thief.
I did like that, like the scene where it was the juxtaposition of him with the whole score behind him of the song he was dancing and singing to.
It's just
and just hard cut to him just singing to himself, just dancing in the mud. It was pretty good, pretty interesting.
That's.
I mean, shout out to Chris Pratt, honestly. Fucking awesome.
He's a great actor. He's done a really good job with Star Wars.
He did exactly what you wanted him to hate him. You wanted to fucking hate him.
Yeah, 100%. If he had a big part in this movie, I would have hated this movie because he absolutely, I mean, as he was written to, just destroyed the whole plan of the first movie. 100%. That fight could have ended right fucking there.
Yes.
And
if he hadn't have intervened and attempted to save Gamora, then that could have been.
See, I do see what you're saying. How he doesn't have more time because he's so much more emotionally charged in that final scene.
Human. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I mean,
he's so mad. He's so angry, and then you really see like just Star-Lord.
Yeah, he's just kind of back to normal.
Yeah, but like it's set. It is literally because of how Spider-Man explains it when he sees Tony. He's like, it feels 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
You were with, and so like.
Yeah, it was like
5 seconds ago, Star-Lord got knocked out while angry as fuck.
Yeah.
That his girlfriend had died.
I think the fact that he saw.
But he sees her after, like a good sequence after.
Well, he sees her during the fight.
Exactly, but he walks out all fucking hoity-toity, fucking
he
ready
walks out
to
with
fight.
His saunter with his fucking dumb pistols.
Right next to fucking Batista, my fucking man.
He was
Batista
so
had the
good.
funniest shit when he's jumping on the big alien.
That was my
just
favorite
stabbing
scene
it.
of the whole movie. Just fucking runs at a dude and just starts stabbing him in the neck.
Oh, bro, when that first portal opened and they're coming out doing the fucking Wakanda chant, that's
was so sick.
fucking cool, man. And then Valkyrie rides in on a goddamn Pegasus, dude. That whole scene's so dope.
God, yeah. I love seeing Pepper in her Iron Woman outfit. It's so cool.
It wasn't until after that I realized that that's what Stark was taking from his
daughter,
kid. It was
yeah.
like the purple.
It was her
Iron,
mask,
yeah,
yeah.
like the purple Iron Man.
It was blue, Captain Colorblind.
God damn it! Clay said purple.
It was purple. He even said it in the movie. It was purple.
Haha, busted. Why would War Machine and Pepper be blue?
War Machine's
War
great.
Machine's like gray silver.
War Machine is the red, white, and blue one.
Not in the movie.
Not in this one.
In the I guess I didn't pay attention, but in every other fucking one, he's the fucking always has the blue and then has the silver face. That's how it is in Iron Man 3.
He hasn't been that way in any recent
I guess
movie.
I haven't fucking paid any
He's just
fucking
been like
attention.
stark silver.
There's literally
'cause
like
remember
6 people with a goddamn Iron Man suit
Yeah.
in the final fight.
Well, the whole basis of War Machine is that he was the Mark II, I think, suit that was stolen in Iron Man 2. It was just the silver one, and they just put a minigun on it, and now it's War Machine.
So the purple suit's going to be his daughter. That's probably what's going to be the new Iron Man. Is his daughter?
That would be so.
In
Why
the
does
purple
every
suit.
fucking buddy's lineage have to become a fucking crazy fighter?
That's my.
person?
It's
That's
not
how comics
confirmed,
are.
but my theory is that his daughter's going to be the purple suit Iron Woman.
That would be cool. I love.
Lovey 3000 made me tear up.
Yes.
100% every time they said.
Oh, 100% when the ghost of Iron Man said,
Oh.
"Love you 3000," I was like, no.
I love the chemistry
When-
between Robert Downey Jr. and the actress that played the daughter. They were so
Oh,
good together.
we kind of jumped ahead. Can we also talk about how the best scene in the whole movie was Thor, Captain, and Iron Man versus Ruthless Thanos?
That was
When
such
he
a cool
fucking
scene.
breaks Captain America's shield. Oh my god, that weapon is that weird sword boomerang thing.
You like double sword.
Oh my god, that was so dope. That the way that when you finally see that Cap is worthy of Mjolnir,
That was so
how Cap
cool.
swings it where he doesn't swing
He
the
grabs
axe.
it by like the
he's-
wristband.
yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
Wii wristband.
He's like
Yeah.
he's like whipping him with a hammer. That was the fluid motion of that. That was like unbelievably fucking cool.
It was wild. Clay just motioned for me to finish my beer. It is making me physically sick.
That's,
catch up.
that's called alcohol, idiot.
Also, Thor, Chris Hemsworth, or whatever,
Hemsworth, yeah.
Hemsworth, he was wonderful in this movie. He was a very great comedic value.
Oh yeah,
It was.
when he's poning the noobs
Yeah.
on fucking Fortnite, that shit's so funny.
I loved Potbelly Thor. It was so funny.
It was really great. I was not expecting that
We-
at all.
we have beer on
Literally
the
at all. I was not expecting that.
We have beer on the ship. What kind?
I really enjoyed the scene where he and Rocket were back on Asgard, and it was a really humanizing moment for him. 'Cause he's
Oh,
always just been like
so
a
sad
god.
when he's talking to his mom, dude.
Oh, that shit hurted.
Fuck.
But that was really great. He was really good.
and since
There was no actress or actor in this movie that was bad. Even
Yeah.
Brie Larson, who I didn't like from Captain Marvel too much, the movie itself.
Yeah.
I liked her as a character, but I didn't like the movies. But she was pretty good in this movie. And then when it ended in the last battle scene, she was really fucking
Yeah, when she
Yes.
was like
When she Star Wars episode 8'd that ship.
You can kiss my ass if you say that you remembered that she was in the movie at that time.
Yeah.
Because when that shot comes in, you're like, what the fuck? Like, what is this beam of light? And then it gets
Yeah.
murked, and you're like, oh, it's Nuclear Woman.
Yep.
That's so sick.
Yeah,
She's
as soon as
so
I
cool.
saw her go through that ship, I was
I love
damn.
I love the gravitas and like the confidence that she holds above everybody else. How
Oh,
she
yeah,
knows
she's untouchable.
Yeah, she knows she's indestructible. So she just sees Peter Parker. She's like, Peter Parker, I think you have something for me.
Yeah.
Like, give me that shit. And then-
fucking spider nuts.
How are
man.
you gonna get it over there? And then you have to have like all the girls assemble.
That
and
was
like
such a cool
super
scene.
female power moment when it's like
Yep.
obviously she doesn't need anything. She can just fly over there. Like she's a nuclear blast. Just
And
shoot
Thanos
through the
did
battle.
stop her. Thanos did stop
Yeah.
her first.
Thanos does fight her and have a really decent fight for
Beat
sure.
her ass first.
Because once
Yes.
again, that is pure bloodlust, evil motherfucker, Thanos.
That scene that immediately follows that, where Thanos goes, "I am inevitable," and snaps, and nothing happens, and then fucking Tony the Man goes, "I'm Iron Man," and snaps.
Oh, that 100%. I had holistically forgot about it. That's what made me cry. I was
That
like,
was
oh my.
such a good
It was like all of the. So there's a lot of cool moments in all of the previous MCU movies.
Yes.
There's a lot of cool fights and everything.
Every movie has a cool scene.
But no single scene in any MCU movie, in any Star Wars movie, in any of these fucking Harry Potter and anything, holds the emotional weight that the second half of that final battle holds. When like they're really starting to lose. Like people are really starting to die. And then when he finally gives his life and knows what he has to do, that shit is, and the fact that the whole time he had the glove built into his hand, like he the whole time he was scared to do it, and then the look from Doctor Strange, he just knew he had to do it. He had to give his life.
Yeah.
He was the one universe was the universe when Tony Stark took his own life.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that interaction between him and Doctor Strange. Is this the one where we win? Well, if I told you, it wouldn't happen.
And then he just looks at him and he just says one, like
Yep.
not, it's both signifying that this is the one, and
Whatever you're going to do right
you
now.
are the one life that it
exactly.
takes. But so, okay, so
Oh, speaking of Doctor Strange, that scene where I don't know if they ever say her name. I'm sure they did, but when Doctor Strange's like assistant or whatever equal takes out fucking Bruce Banner's.
oh that is the teacher of
Yeah.
Doctor Strange from the Doctor Strange movie.
Where she takes
She punches
so out of
she
him.
punches Bruce Banner
So
out of the
cool.
Hulk. That was so fucking dope.
I like towards the end of that sequence, they had him propped up in a chair with a sombrero over his head. It was so funny.
That was honestly very cool. And
Yeah, that was a really, really neat sequence.
it had been forever since I've seen Doctor Strange. I'd totally forgotten about that lady.
I'd
at
never
all.
seen Doctor Strange.
Oh, fair enough. It's other than understanding what the Time Stone is and stuff. It's not really like crucial.
Yeah.
It's not Thor Ragnarok. Like you really need to see Thor Ragnarok.
I didn't see Thor Ragnarok.
Fair enough. I mean, Thor Ragnarok, basically the gravitas that it holds is that scene at the start of Infinity War just doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
But like the end of Thor Ragnarok is that scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it leads directly up to it, and then like you see it about to happen, and then it's immediately the carnage. If you
Okay.
watched it straight like that.
Gotcha.
But dang, that was something we were talking about after. Is talking about Chris Pratt's character is the scene where he realizes Gamora is dead too, because they've erased every trace of that reality.
I missed it. I was peeing in the bathroom.
He was peeing in a really cool scene.
I'm glad you were peeing in the bathroom.
But they Gamora, he's searching for Gamora on like the database or whatever, and she just doesn't exist because she doesn't. And damn, and then Fat Thor just comes in. He's like, what's up? I'm the new leader. And then Batista's funniest line in the whole thing. He's all, you should have a trial by combat to choose the new captain. That's so funny.
I'm really looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Because you know the whole joke of the movies. He's the new leader, Thor, or Star-Lord, and that's...
It's funny because it's Thor or Star-Lord, or the real leader is definitely Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely the de facto leader.
That is so sick that, like, the whole dynamic shifts. Because you did have the real leader was Star-Lord, and now you have, like, Gamora. There's not a love interest anymore, because she cannot come back. That is overemphasized with Black Widow and her, that there is nothing that changes, that their souls were traded.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
they're
that is a tense part. That is definitely
tense.
sad. Like, fuck.
that whole sequence when they're wrestling and fighting each other to see who's gonna sacrifice themselves for the Soul Stone. That was a really good scene. Really reminded me of the whole dynamic between the two of them in the first Avengers when they're both escaping the helicarrier at first, because they both have to. Because at that time you still think that Hawkeye is evil, then he wakes up after remembering all the good stuff about him and Black Widow.
Okay.
So it was a cool like final circle, like full circle type thing.
So I know there's a lot of stuff that needs to be written off for the whole logic of time travel and whatnot.
Yeah.
But okay, so do you remember as soon as it's all solved, Tony's dead, funeral's over, and all that, it shows like Peter Parker going back to school and everybody kind of get. How? Because don't get me wrong, the people who died came back like it was 5 seconds. But for the Earth that they are on,
It's been 5 years.
it's been 5 years. Why would they still be going to the same school? How would the school function? How would the Earth function? Because it showed very clearly before that the people who survived, there wasn't a functioning Earth. There was destruction in the streets. There was trash piled up. And they are going back. When they are snapped back into reality, they are dropped back to where they were before. But in 5 years later, destroyed Earth.
That's a good point.
And if it said that there was a time period, if it said like 2 years later or whatever, that would kind of make sense. But like
Even
a
then, they
school,
would be out of high school. But
like a school isn't functioning anymore.
No.
Like it would take time, and like I know there's always suspension of disbelief and stuff, but for a movie that went so delicately into the detail, like that's a giant detail just thrown to the wind.
I bet that there's some explanation, like, whenever Iron Man snapped, everything went back to how it was before Thanos invaded. So before the 5 years, but I mean they never fully explained. So it's kind of all conjecture.
You would never know what he chose to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's kind of all up to whatever.
That reminded me of Thanos' ending plan, where he's going to snap and just make a whole new fucking
Yeah.
but where he's the only living thing, where he's God and he's gonna make it in his image.
That would have been crazy.
Oh my God, I love the lack of sense that an unbattle hardened Thanos is. Like he's still the ruthless tyrant that slaughtered Gamora's entire family and all that shit. Like I love that. I honestly like that Thanos more than I love very human, lovable Thanos.
I was going to say that was that opposite. I was going to say I like Infinity War Thanos better than Endgame Thanos. Infinity War Thanos was a lot more or you could relate to him.
He's definitely relatable.
Yeah,
relatable, but Endgame is just a fucking war tyrant, fucking just madman.
Yeah,
but
he was a lot.
Really hard to.
Yeah, I loved how scary the warlord Thanos is.
Yes,
I mean, it was awesome. It was definitely more awesome, but it was not as relatable.
But
that how they made Thanos just so relatable the whole entire time, then Endgame just not relatable anymore. That was kind of a fucking.
Can we also go back to talk about real quick? So, Clint, Hawkeye, in the occurrences of the first Avengers,
yes,
he fights those aliens, shoots at aliens, fist fights at aliens, shoots the planes down and stuff. So why is he so fucking scared when they come running for him in the sewer?
Because he was out.
He
fucking four of them.
Because he knows he could fight them. Because if you think back, I mean, he wasn't in Infinity War, but he was there for Avengers 1. In Infinity War, every single superhero fist fights one of those and beats the shit out of them. And he has his arrows, he could fuck them all up real quick. Bang, bang, bang.
But he was in a very small hallway.
Yeah, it's super confined. He didn't have his bow. He just had.
He did have his bow, because he ran and did the bomb thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't knock that one down. I guess that could have been it, because he did turn around and shoot the arrow and then it went
I thought he just threw the arrows.
Or he might have just thrown the arrow, but with the explosion didn't hurt the thing. So I guess that could have been what it was. But it was just so not that character of Hawkeye, because Hawkeye was like the fearless fucking
he was always super stoic,
brutal
didn't
dude.
really care what happened.
As soon as his family died, like the next thing you see is him just a ruthless killer. Like
that was I think that was a good humanizing scene.
Yeah, there was that's true. It is three fucking monsters.
It wasn't that he was just also trying to run away and fight them because he was scared. He also had the stones.
He was trying to protect.
He knew
the Infinity Gauntlet.
If he would fall, then that was it.
Yeah, he didn't know. It wasn't that he cared that he died right there, because his family was in there, so he didn't care if he died, but he was trying to protect
That's another funny thing to think about. When Thanos snaps, this is I am inevitable, and it doesn't work. Who took him out? How did you take him out?
His Iron Man's glove took it out for him.
Yeah, because he was like grappling with him and fighting him. I'm sure he just like pressed a button on his hand or something.
Rips it out of his hand.
Magnetized him out or some shit.
The same way they were like taking the glove off of his hand during the fight. Yeah, sure. It's just something you can't focus on, or it would give the big reveal away.
Yeah, it'd be like a zoom in slow mo shot. It'd be all 6 of them just snapping out.
Because I knew how the movie ended, but even when Thanos snapped, I was totally expecting something right there. Yeah. I did not know that Iron Man got the stones out of his hands right
Also, can we think about how badass the soldiers of Wakanda are? Because T'Challa has vibranium suit. So he's in. I mean, he can take a whooping.
Yeah.
And he can run super fast, all that shit. Everybody else is just a dude with a sword. Those are just
shields and spears.
Vibranium shields and swords running against like giant alien monsters. Especially the one that Drax fucks up. Like the idea of running a cat with a sword as a shield.
Oh.
Especially since they have those weird things from Avengers 1. Like the
fucking like space slug.
Yeah,
flying things
with lasers shooting out of their mouths and shit.
I'll never forget that GIF where I don't remember who says it, but I'm bringing a party. Iron Man says I'm bringing you guys a party, and then Black Widow says that doesn't look like a party to me, and then it just cuts to the thing flying in. It's got like a party hat, and, like streamers and shit all around it. I love that GIF.
That was, I mean, the Avengers Assemble was mad corny, but that was
so fucking awesome.
A full nut, especially since you have the full lineup of the children of Thanos standing on the other side, like ready to fuck everybody up.
Yeah,
I just wish there would have been even a 5-second sequence of the like evil Hulk-looking guy fighting Hulk.
That would have been cool. Yeah.
Could have been just like 2 seconds in that big fight, like just showed one throw the other or whatever. Like
I loved when they first traveled back to New York when Cap goes, Hulk, I want to smash some stuff just to make it look believable, and he just goes over to the car and just goes, just tenderly taps it with his fist. So good.
See now, I'm a little skeptical, and I'm sure it'll be great or whatever, but I really know, like, there's going to be another Avengers movie.
Oh,
there's Avengers 4.
They're going to do this for the end.
Avengers 4 is going to happen. It is confirmed. I just wish it was not called that.
Yeah.
Because it's not the Avengers anymore, and even the comics, that's not called the Avengers anymore. It's called, like, the New Avengers and shit.
Yeah, well,
because the new leader is Spider-Man. And when it is Spider-Man, it is not the Avengers anymore. That's called the New Avengers.
Yeah, well, I mean, throughout the whole of Marvel Comics, the Avengers take so many different combinations of heroes as the Avengers.
If you're looking at this comic series, you're using the one that this would be traced by, this would signify the New Avengers. But very well, they could call the next movie.
Who's in the New Avengers?
New Avengers,
Spider-Man,
like
Mysterio? Is Mysterio in the new? Because Jake Gyllenhaal's coming.
No, I can guarantee Mysterio dies in that movie. Cause
I am so stoked to see Jake Gyllenhaal.
I mean, if you're more aware of what Mysterio's powers are, you can see like the villains in the trailers are like the elementals. It's like the water and the wind.
Yeah.
Like that is Mysterio's power.
Oh, okay.
So like the bad guy is always Mysterio. Mysterio is in no form in any Spider-Man movie an anti-hero. That is a villain. Okay. And it's just, I mean, it's going to be like Dr. Octopus or the Green Goblin. He's just a big bait and switch that he's actually the villain. He's fighting the elementals when in actuality he put the elemental there.
Gotcha.
Like, it's going to be the people you saw at the end. It's going to be the Falcon as Captain America.
I'm excited for that.
You're still gonna have War Machine. You're gonna have Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch probably won't be there anymore. She's probably gonna be.
She's probably taking Black Widow's spot.
And Tickle King. Yeah, she might still be there, but
I could see
Captain Marvel will not ever be one of them. She will always be the Ex Machina because she does have that presence where she isn't a person. She's not. She's like
a god.
She's like an entity.
She's got to be everywhere.
She's primordial. She doesn't particularly preside over the Avengers. She's not an Avenger. She's something much more.
Yeah.
But you have, I mean, it's going to be Spider-Man leading Falcon, Captain America, War Machine, Scarlet Witch. Thor is with Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't think Hawkeye will stay. I think he'll be with his family.
Yeah, Hawkeye will. Yeah, definitely. There's no way that movie continues with him.
No. Yeah, it'll be.
Bucky.
It'll be Bucky.
Bucky
yeah,
will
he'll
definitely be one of them.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting lineup for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's
it'll be fun.
it's definitely. If you had another movie with Captain America and Iron Man, it'd be stale. It'd be so stale.
Yeah, this is a very good.
Yeah, their arcs
endpoint for 'em.
ended in Infinity War, and then they had their true resolution in this movie. And that was the only scene that, like, a couple scenes got me, but when Captain America, when Falcon asks, "Do you want me to tell him? Do you want to tell me about her?" And he says no. That made me cry, dude. I was like, "Oh my lord, that's the cutest shit in the fucking world. And fuck this fucking stupid movie."
I loved when he gave Falcon the shield. Feels like it belongs to someone else.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Oh,
So cool.
I don't even. At that point, I was like, I didn't even think about the logic till after. I didn't even care. I was like, oh my god,
Exactly.
This is so sweet.
Yeah, that whole epilogue was so well done. I love the scene with Happy and the daughter. You hungry? I want cheeseburgers. Your dad could really put those away. That made me think of the first thing he asked for when he's back on American soil is American cheeseburgers in Iron Man 1. Good full circle.
That just makes me think of that one episode of Family Guy when they're making jokes about Jon Favreau, and they're like, every movie Jon Favreau produces, he himself is in it. And he's happy. He's in it.
Yes, he is.
Well,
Good. I was going to say, not to change subjects. This is really off base. Did he do Cowboys versus Aliens?
Jon Favreau?
Yeah. For some reason, I have him and that shitty 2008 sci-fi movie associated with each other.
God, fuck that movie so hard.
The movie was so bad.
I saw that on a date in like 8th grade or whenever the fuck that was.
In theaters with my dad.
I saw that on my birthday.
You were on a date with your dad?
Oh.
It's called butt fucking your dad. Look it up.
Ironically, Garrett, for the first time in your life, you were 100% right.
Really?
The director of Cowboys vs. Aliens is, in fact, Jon Favreau.
Holy shit.
You know, the movie when Daniel Craig, with his fist, beats an alien to death.
Yeah, that movie was butthole garbage shit.
Yes,
I mean, like Independence Day where Will Smith fucking butt flips that alien?
Bro, you have... That sucks so bad. Daniel Craig, Clancy Brown, Paul Dano, Adam Beach, Sam Rockwell. Like, it's like Olivia Wilde, Keith Carradine. Like, there's such an amazing cast, and that movie is just like somebody just filled my mouth with pee.
Clay is peer pressuring me to finish this beer, and I cannot finish this beer.
Okay. Y'all guys aren't going to see this, but give it to me.
Thank you, Dad. Oh, dear Lord in heaven. Bryce is double fisting both of them into his mouth right now. Wild, man.
Okay, so probably the end of the podcast. We went over. I know we're missing some stuff like Thor seeing his mom again, which was super emotional and super sad. But we can't cover the fucking 3.5 hour movie.
No, just whatever stuck out to us.
Yeah, we'll be here for 3.5 hours.
Plus we're drunk, so I know we're missing shit.
Yeah.
But whatever. That saying, one thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. Whatever. Give your rating a thumbs up. Give it.
In thumbs
Bryce.
up. All right.
Or 1 to 10. Give it. Send it.
Give it a 1 to 10. Good old fucking IMDb style. I'd give it like a high 9, like a 9.6. It's not a perfect movie. There's bullshit in it.
Yeah.
But it definitely exceeded my expectations. It's not like when you watch a Star Wars movie and there's a movie that's good just because you love Star Wars. Like,
yeah.
I love the MCU. I love the comics. I watch all of it, but
It was a good
that
movie.
was a good goddamn movie.
Yes.
It did have a lull. Every fucking movie has a lull. The Departed has lulls.
Yeah.
But without a doubt, that movie is start to finish a good movie. Tells a good story. Has a lot of emotional stakes put into the big battle scenes that it does bring, including the biggest battle scene in any MCU movie. Fucking
By
badass
far.
shit.
By far.
100%. I'll say 9.6 out of 10.
I would have to go with a 9 too. That first fucking So the first 10 minutes was fucking awesome.
Yes.
Then or 10 minutes for fucking hour, who knows how long. It fucking blew ass. It was so fucking boring. Bryce and I looked at each other like, is this whole movie fucking like this?
Oh yeah, I definitely looked over and I was like, is this movie gonna suck? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Bryce, I was totally expecting to be that one fucking person on the internet. It's like, this fucking movie sucks.
Yeah.
Definitely for that while, but
Yeah, but
it came back
definitely got me
so
at the
hard.
end. Definitely an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. I fucking love it. 2 thumbs up. Hour boring. Out of 3.5 hours, 1 hour was boring, but it was still essential to the fucking plot.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I love it. So yeah, 8.5 to 9 out of 10. What about you?
I'm gonna say, I mean, I think that any sort of like, I think anything after a 9 is all just kind of like.
It's hard to be a fucking 10 out of 10.
Exactly. It's so
I don't know
hard.
a movie that's a 10 out of 10.
I can't think of one, and I think that anything other than like just a straight 9 or even a 9.5 is just bullshit. I mean, like, what makes a 9.9 movie
Better than a
9.8?
fucking 10. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go just like a straight solid 9. I really enjoyed a lot of aspects about the movie. There was some stuff that I thought was bullshit, like the whole Hulk with the kids thing. I thought was a little.
It was
overdone.
kind of funny though.
It was a little
Yeah,
funny,
I mean,
but
I definitely see what you're saying, because there's also Captain America fighting Captain America.
yeah.
Like, how does that not just destroy the entire other timeline? Like,
Exactly,
it doesn't affect his
Because
timeline.
he effectively swords him at the end. That little tool.
Shit, that's true. Yeah,
What?
the scepter from Avengers 1 that Loki had.
Oh, fuck.
If he didn't scepter him, then it would have completely destroyed it. But since he sceptered him,
Okay, see,
Yeah.
shit like that I didn't even notice. That's why this movie sits at a 9, for sure.
Yeah, there's a whole lot that was so well done. There wasn't much that I thought was bad. I think overall
there was no bad point in the movie. It was just
No.
some boring.
there was
parts.
some boring stuff. Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm gonna stick with the 9. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it was a really good way to end this arc of the MCU.
I'm just saying, MCU universe is 1,000,000,000% better than fucking any Star Wars universe by a fucking billion%.
Could not even begin to agree more. After watching that movie and knowing that Star Wars comes later this year, all I can think is that there's not even a shred of chance that the Star Wars movie could even remotely get close to how good this movie was.
Oh hell no! There's
Fuck
no way.
Fuck no. There's literally not ever been and never will be Star Wars content that is better than Infinity War and Endgame. That's just
Thor
true.
Ragnarok or Guardians of the
'Cause,
Galaxy.
I mean, I know you could look me in the eyes and tell me the fucking Clone Wars series, there are really good episodes, but there is at least 47% of that show that blows ass.
I would venture to say that 75% of that show is bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
There's a good 25% that is just immaculate, untouchable. It is amazing, but the rest of it's just bullshit.
But even that 25 is not better than Endgame.
Hell no. It's,
Fuck
it's
no.
a kid show.
It's a kid show.
It's a cool kid show, but it's a kid show. But,
So all we're saying is from last episode is fuck Star Wars. Love you, MCU. This is 3-1 Podcast. We love you guys. Thank you for listening.